Hello.
Hi there. I hope we are begun. There we
Yeah,
have
good.
Rui, Martin. Hi,
Louis.
guys. Nice. That's lovely. Okay, let's start then. First of all, let's
I am
introduce
Mark.
ourselves.
You are.
I'm Oscar. Hi.
Hi. This is the first Hangout. I'm really excited to start the whole process here. And yeah, let's introduce ourselves, the team, what we're up to, what we built so far,
Yeah.
and our vision, and the things that we love to do. And we'd love to hear your feedback and love to hear a chat from you. What do you think to do? We're missing some people. Mick,
Yeah.
Edo?
We're missing some guys. Well, some team members. I think they will show up. We
Maybe
can
we can do an introduction dance before.
Yeah, sure. Also, you can ask us the whole time by the hashtag UseClark. So that's nice to do. So let's check.
So I start with a first introduction
Yeah, sure.
of what we do. Now, to start all with the beginning, 10 years ago, I'm pretty dyslexic and I hated reading. I was a slow reader, a lot of distraction, couldn't remember all the information. I was hopeless, and couldn't find the answer before. So I looked around. So what can I do to improve myself? I want to study psychology, but I have to read a lot of information. How do you do that? So I read a lot of books about that. And bit by bit, I invented the system to read faster with a better comprehension, etc., etc. And it works pretty well for me. I can read now faster with a better comprehension, stay more focused, etc. And we trained now just a week ago. We had the 10-year anniversary of the first company, the speed reading company, in training people how to speed read. And we just calculated we trained more than 70,000 people. So that's quite a lot now. And based on that experience, we came across with all the clients, mainly Fortune 500 companies, and they said, "How do you read from screens?" And that's totally different than from paper. And you probably have the same experience, right? It is a bit different. Most people don't like it that much. So we thought, how can you read faster from screens? How do you do it? And we turned the knowledge of the first company, all that experience with all the clients, we turned that into algorithms, and we made sure that you can do it on screens. And that's the basic concept of what we do, use Clark, to help you read faster, with a better comprehension, better concentration, and how do you remember it all? We want to help you with the whole process, not just speed reading. I want to make reading easier. In fact, it all started with the Matrix movie. You've probably seen it before, right?
Plug
When
in.
you plug in, you have all the information.
Yeah.
That's the idea. That's the end goal. We're not there yet, but we love to heading that direction. So that's the concept behind it, and that's my role as a. I started with the started with the first company, and then Oscar came along.
I came along. Hi.
Like from nowhere, like
And
had to drop it like
yeah, like a wish from a genie. Yeah, nice. Yeah. Well, so I started helping Mark with all his great ideas to turn it in actual tools which we can use online, offline, on different devices. How is it logic to use it, and what can you do with it with all those great things we're going to do with the information we can hold from all those tools, and just make some great tools together. So I had to learn a lot from him. How does it work? And you're going to show us a little bit too, like how the same thing I learned from you. How reading works, how your eyes move, how you can read faster, how you can remember better, and all that knowledge, we had to convert it into a tool. So we made a Chrome plugin for now. We're almost done with the iOS version. It's coming next week. We're gonna do another Hangout maybe. It depends on how we like it today. And well, that's what I've been building.
Yeah, cool.
We have some other team members too. Maybe it's fun to
say hi.
To say hi to everybody. We cannot see the names there. Okay, there we have Rui here. Let's see if we can turn him on for a second. Well, maybe. It depends on what we say to him.
Hi, Rui. Hey, there we are. Can we show him in?
Maybe we can have some. Yo, Rui, can you hear us?
No, I can hear you.
Okay.
Hey, Rui.
Hi there.
Hello, Dave.
This is your place in Groningen. There's a delay, I suppose.
Hello?
Hello?
I don't know. It's always difficult to do this.
The mute is on again. Maybe Martin as well?
Well, we're going to check if Martin is coming up.
Hey,
Martin!
hey.
Martin. Nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you guys.
How's the weather over there in Argentina?
Well, it's a little cloudy today, but it's been pretty nice weather here.
I thought so.
I thought so.
Yeah.
That's great. So we have more. Let's see the next one. Oh, it's Marjolein. Hi Marjolein, you will see us probably. She has to turn on the mute off herself.
Mute off. Yeah.
Hi guys.
No sound.
No sound.
Okay. Too bad, Marjolein.
In that case, we can turn the screen, right?
Yeah, we
because
can.
she's sitting next to us.
She's sitting there. We just like.
Hey!
So there we go.
And is that Dennis?
Yeah, we got Dennis.
Hey, Dennis.
Hello from Tokyo.
Tokyo. How's the weather in Tokyo? How late is it in Tokyo?
I'm not sure, it's dark out there.
Fun.
Oh, this is our team.
Well, that is our team.
Hey. What shall we do next?
What shall we do next? I think a little introduction about the reading.
The reading thing?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Do you need like a...
Yeah, maybe you can flip the board and we do it on the... here on the...
I think this board is clean from the...
Oké, die bord is ook aan. Even van de...
Nee, dat kan ik niet mee.
Oh nee, kan niet. Nee.
No.
Okay. Well, we'll do it in the air then. Well, the basic about speed reading, I don't know if you're familiar with speed reading, but speed reading is all about guiding your eyes. And if I draw it in the air, sort of say, like the dashes here are the words that you have to read from a screen or from paper. And the movement that your eyes make from left to right is they jump from one word to another, they fixate on one word, take a picture of it, sort of say, then the information is processed to the back of your brain, then the information is understood, and then your eyes make the jump to the next word. But the funny thing is about your eyes make also involuntary back movements, back jump, sort of say. And it looks like this. Interesting word, oh, that's funny. It moves a little bit chaotic, or sort of say. And the funny thing is, those automatic back jumps are something really different than deliberately rereading the information, because that has a use. But those automatic back jumps are unnecessary to understand the information, to analyze the information, or to remember the information. So the first step in speed reading is to make your eyes move in a more fluid motion, like this. Very simple. By doing this alone, you can double your reading speed. And from paper, we do that by guiding your eyes with a finger or a pen. But from screen, it's obvious you cannot do that. So the first step in speed reading is guiding your eyes with a motion, like a ball underneath the line, or we prefer a karaoke reading.
Karaoke reading.
And really funny. So that's one step of speed reading, and you can test it yourself in a very, very simple, funny way. Is my question to you is, I don't know if you want to do it, maybe we can do it with you, that's fun.
I can do it with you, yeah.
He's the lucky guy now. To make a circle movement with your eyes. Can you do that right now,
try.
Oscar?
Yes, doing it in the camera?
Yeah, that's good. Try to make a circle movement. Alright.
I'm
Looks
trying.
really intelligent always. Right. If you do it yourself, you can do it yourself, of course. You notice probably this is not a fluid motion at all. This is more chaotic, jumps from one point to another, like pretty chaotic way. Yeah. My next question is, and you can do it, I do it with you in this case, to follow my finger.
Yeah.
And we'll do it in the screen, you can see that. Once again, it looks really nice.
Yeah.
Let's do it over and over again. Like for 4 hours in a row.
Yeah, let's do it.
I don't know if you can see it from the screens. You can do it yourself at home. You can always test it with anyone. The motion is now perfectly fluid. Why is that? There's a small part of your brain called the eye tracking movements, right? And your eyes are made to follow a motion. You cannot move it. You cannot work without it. If you follow a pen, your eyes, if you make a movement with your finger or a pen, your eyes will follow that motion. They're incapable of not following it. And that's the basic speed reading. If you guide your eyes, it is easier for your eyes to make that movement. You move faster, you move more efficient. Well, that's the whole concept of the starting point of the software.
So we started there. Yeah.
We started there, but later on, and maybe you can tell more about it, we found out, well, reading is one way, but you also have to scan information, right?
Yeah.
You're not always reading at all. And so we found a solution for that as well.
Yeah, we tried to mimic normal reading. So
Yeah.
I asked Mark, with all his knowledge about reading, what are the steps that you do when you read a document? And let's try to mimic that. So the first thing you normally do when you go read a book or a document, normally, not really a book, but any certain document, you try to scan it. So you know if you're going to read it, and you have a little bit more of knowledge about the whole text, on how long it's going to take, what kind of knowledge, what kind of paragraphs are important or whatever, and you just try to orient a bit through a document. And then afterwards, well, you're going to read the whole thing. And while reading, you try to summarize some sentences, and you try to make like a summary so you can remember it for a longer time, and you can read it real quick, and you still know how the context is of the whole document. So that whole package we try to deliver in one tool.
So in essence, there are three tools in one. The first tool we call the X-ray function. And the X-ray compared to Superman, I don't know if you know him, but he has his little glasses, put them off, and he looks through the building. We thought, well, can we do something similar? And we developed an X-ray function, and the X-ray function is very simple. You push a button, the X-ray button, and all the irrelevant information we blur, and all the relevant information stays on your page. And the effect is that you can easily scan the information. Do I have to read it? Or which part of the text do I have to read? And that's the first function. And we're now in phase one of the X-ray.
Yeah.
We have a very
basic
algorithm for that. We highlight the first sentence of each paragraph. That's the first version. We keep it simple for now, but we'd love to evolve that. We have a lot of thoughts on that as well.
Yeah.
So that's the first function, and we showed it in a minute.
Yeah, I will show the whole thing.
And the second feature is the guiding, and the guiding is for reading itself. How do you read the information? And once again, it's like a karaoke movement, moving across the words, making your eyes move in a more fluid motion, and therefore reading fast with a better comprehension. A fun thing to add is most people think if I read faster, my comprehension drops, right? Well, in fact, the opposite is true. If you read faster, what are you doing? If you read faster, your comprehension actually increases, and that's really funny to know. The explanation for that is pretty simple. Your average thinking speed of your brain lays around 800 to 1400 words per minute. So in 1 minute, you can think of 1400 things. The average reading speed, especially from screens, is around 200 words per minute. Meaning, during reading, you have a lot of time left to think about things. And you know that probably, right? Oh, I have to call so-and-so. Oh, I have to do this and this. And by the end of the page, you have no clue what you just read. If you read faster, your concentration increases, and therefore your comprehension increases. And that alone will make you understand the information better. So that's the second part of it. The third part is the third feature, the third tool, is the summary tool. And maybe you can tell us more about how it works in basic...
Well, we saw a little problem with normally highlighting and saving sentences in the web, and also on mobile. It gives you a bit of a headache when you have to select the sentence with your mouse, right-click on it, and press on Save Sentence. That's quite a lot of hustle. So what we try to do is make it more easy and quicker. So whenever you stop reading, we already save a full sentence. We highlight a full sentence so you can save it in one press. So you don't have to go through all the trouble of selecting the full sentence. It's already selected. So that saves you a lot of time, and it's easier to save it. And whenever you do that, you go through a text, you save all those sentences, and that makes up the basis of your summary. Later on, we can experiment with other things to improve a more automatic version of the summary. But for now, it's with a more easy way to save sentences, and that sums up a full summary.
Cool.
So that's the summary tool for now.
Shall we show it?
Are we going to show it?
Are you ready?
Okay.
I hope we are.
Let's try. Let's try. I hope I am too. Okay, screencast. We probably have to. It's really small text. This is the.
Are you ready? Here we go.
There we go.
It's pretty small, so I don't know if you can see it clearly, but it gives you an overview of what we're doing.
Okay, so here we have the document, and this is the tool. We're gonna press on this Chrome plugin that we have, and that generates a little menu here. You can see that it selects already the first sentence, and whenever you click on a sentence, that's the first thing we're going to show you, is that it will select the full sentence. So it will highlight with a little blue color, and it will do for every sentence. And you can press this little button for saving a summary. But before you're going to save some summaries, you might want to try the X-ray version, to mimic the full reading, like I mentioned before. Is that you click on the X-ray, and what it does, it blurs the unimportant words, and it highlights more important stuff. So for now, it's only the first sentence of every paragraph.
Just the first phase, and later on I'm going to evolve that, of course. But just to give an overview, what are our thoughts on this ideas?
So also tweet us if you have some ideas for that. That would be great. We can answer them at the end. So now we're going to turn off this X-ray. You can keep it on if you like. And we're going to start reading, which is, of course, the most coolest part. And we're going to do that now with the space bar, but you can also double click on it. So there we go.
And it's important to tell you the reading speed is a little bit delayed here in the screen, I can see here.
Yeah.
But that's fine for now. We can totally adapt it to your way of reading, because reading is very personal, right? Some people read faster, some people read a bit slower, that's fine. We totally adapt it to your way of reading, so that's one. And we can even totally adapt it to typical stuff. We will decrease the speed for you. And it's like the Google car. We know when it is a difficult part of the text, so we decrease the speed. We know it's a little bit easy for you, so we increase the speed, etc. And it's a fine-tuning process, and we're still in the middle of that, optimizing that, of course. But that's what we're capable of doing in the software.
So for the next part, the third one, you can already see that I have saved a lot of sentences. You can do that by pressing Enter.
That's it.
But you can also click on the Save Summary button here. So I've saved a lot of sentences through the text, and then I can press on Summary. You can see that it shows us all the highlighted sentences in a little document which I can print, or I can post to our little subreddit called UseClark's Summaries. And that makes up for the summary tool. We're going to extend it, of course, a lot, saving it to your desktop, saving it to a Google Drive or whatever, Evernote, the whole thing. But for now, it's just to show you how it works. You can print it, you can save it on Reddit. So that's the tool for now. Those are the three main tools we want to show you guys.
We're going to evolve each one, of course, but this is the first phase, and I think we would love to hear your feedback. What do you think? What are we missing? What don't we have right now? What should be improved? Or what are your thoughts on that? We will have some Twitter feedback with some emails from you guys. Really great. Is it possible to have an interaction with the sound as well? Because that would be great.
We have to see. I don't believe so.
Otherwise, we will answer the Twitter questions, of course, but.
Yeah, we have here some Twitter questions. Let's do that first.
Yeah.
We have one here.
Yeah, from
Mick.
From Mick, yeah, sure. Mick's asking, what are the early results of using the software with respect to comprehension? So, how is the software? How is your comprehension? Or is it good, great, bad, or whatever? Well, so far it's really good. Because comprehension is the main thing, and that's what I'm missing with all the speed reading software. Speed reading software is pretty harsh. You have it in your face, like bam, bam, bam. And the downside of that is then you will lose comprehension, especially if you don't see the whole document, right? You have no clue where you're at. We show you the whole document, and we're guiding your eyes. And the only thing that we're doing, we're optimizing the eye movement. So you're not going extra fast without so that you miss information, or you read at your own pace, but your own pace is not at this level, but now it's at this level, simply because your eyes make a more efficient motion. And that's the whole difference. So, and once again, the 400 to, meaning 800 to 1400 words per minute is your average thinking speed. With our software, you can easily read at 400, 500 words per minute. So this is way within your capacity. So, very straightforward answer. No doubt at all about comprehension. In fact, you can increase your comprehension even more.
So
yeah, that's one. And we have here some Edo van Rooyen.
Yeah.
Never heard of that guy before. No.
We're considering UseClark for our blog. What have the engagement metrics of users been like so far?
This is a really great question.
It's a great question, and we have a difficult answer because there've been a lot of mixed answers. People love the tool in one way. Other people are not so engaged with it because there are some hassles to it right now, which we're trying to solve.
It's too early for us right now to we can use it at your blog. In fact, we have a publisher plugin already in the making.
Yeah.
But we're waiting on that for now. So we're not advising you to use it already on your blog because we're in the optimizing phase, right?
Yeah, we're optimizing phase.
And we do constantly A/B testing, A/B testing to optimize that product. And we're not there yet. I think we're on the right track.
Yeah.
And we're close.
Yeah.
But we would love to hear your feedback to improve it because, as Oscar said, and that's absolutely right, some people totally love our product. We have a lot of tweets from Japan. Great guys, and some people have some difficulty with it yet, and that's fine for now because it's an early stage thing right now. So we would love to improve that in order to have that engagement metrics to the roof.
Yeah. So let's see if we can get our faces back in here.
That's always great.
Let's see. It's not quite working.
In the meantime, there's a question we got from an email. There's also speed reading tools like Spritz. What are your thoughts on that? Well, we have a lot of thoughts about.
We have a lot of thoughts about Spritz, yeah.
About our good friends. In essence, there are two different ways of speed read information. One is focusing on one word or two maybe, and focusing that in the middle of your screen over and over again. Bam, 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 bam. The thought behind that is that your eyes don't need to jump to the next word. And you're right, they are right. By doing that, you can increase your speed. However, there are some downsides too. One, you cannot see the whole layout, so you have no clue where you're at the page. You cannot highlight information, let alone remember it. And if you blink twice, you miss 2 sentences. So personally, I don't believe in that approach. It might work for simple information. That could work. It could work on your iWatch. That would be great for simple, basic information. Our current customers with the speed reading training are mainly law firms. And law firms, lawyers need to analyze information, process information, etc., etc., etc. And you have something similar, right? If you're reading a blog, you want to use it or remember it. Otherwise, what's the use of reading, right? If you don't use it or apply it. So you have to do something with it more than reading alone. And we're focusing on the whole process here. That's different in approach. It's not good or bad, but it's a different approach. And I think Spritz and software like that could work great for simple information, but not for the information that we're focusing on, like blogs, all the complex emails or PDF files, or all the more complex information.
Yeah.
I think that's a big difference.
Great answer.
Yeah, thank you, Oscar.
Yeah. I
I like you too. All right, maybe another question that you'd like to answer?
don't know. Let's see. The name. Why did you choose the name UseClark? That's a funny question. Well, it's an easy answer because we.
What you're guessing? What your guess would be?
Yeah.
Tell me what you guess. What are you guessing here?
Well, it's from Clark Kent, of course.
It is.
We love the whole story behind it. Like he had some tools like the X-ray and super fast and
Super fast reader, photographic memory as well.
but still Clark Kent has that whole vibe between them without. I think it's kind of cool, and
He's not bragging about it. He's the cool guy without bragging about it.
yeah,
And especially the journalist behind it.
yeah, he's
Clark,
hidden,
right?
and, in disguise,
Yeah.
and underneath him it's like the big Superman without noticing,
Yeah.
and I think that's great, and I really love that name.
Me too. And it's really funny because the correlation between the X-ray vision, we have something similar, the super fast reading skills, well, we offer the same here in the product, and photographic memory, and we try to do the same with the summary here. So there's a lot of correlation here.
Yeah.
And that's where the name came from. In addition to that, a lot of beers had some effect to that as well. But
Yeah.
combined, that's where the name came from. Cool. I think maybe you can round up, or
Yeah, sure.
yeah, this maybe this first hangout. And
First hangout, we will be back probably next week.
Yeah.
We
we
want,
try to do it all more often, and not every week, I suppose, but
No. Once in a while.
Once in a while.
When we have something cool to show you.
Yeah, we would love to hear your feedback and try it out. Try our new. You can download the Chrome plugin. Use Clark at the Chrome web store. Give us feedback because it's the first version. It's a raw version. The vision is we know where we're heading, but we're not there yet, and we'd love to hear your feedback to improve it. Because hopefully together we can change the way we read and process information. Because it's so stupid that's not fixed already. So
Almost fixed.
almost fixed. Well, we're not there yet, but we're working on it.
We're working on it.
Well, thanks guys. Have
Thanks.
fun with it. Try it out, and we'd love to hear your feedback. Cheers.
Yo,
Ciao.
bye.
Let's do the dance. Let's do the dance. Let's do the dance. Let's do the dance.